All right, hey guys, we're going to find a quadratic equation given three coordinates. So most of the time we'll give you two x-intercepts. You should probably write them as, or you'll see them written as -1 comma 0 and 6 comma 0, and then some other random point that we know for sure is on the parabola. So we have that general form, f of x equals a times x minus p, x minus q. And we got to find these different pieces to make sure it does go through these 3 points. The first thing we want to think of is using those x-intercepts to make our two factors here. We'll always have those x's right here. Now, we want to think of it as a little game to say, okay, if I plugged in -1, what would I put here so that it makes the parentheses 0? So if I have a -1, what I would have to do is add 1 so that that would make that parentheses 0. Because the x-intercept, if I plug in -1, it should make the whole y value 0. So I do the same thing with this x-intercept, like, okay, I plug in x is 6. What would make this set of parentheses 0? Well, a -6 would make that 0. So this is our first step, that we just use these two values. The -1 would plug into here, I have to add 1. 6 would plug into there, I'd have to subtract 6. Which is a good start, but we need a little more. What I'm going to do is plot those over here at -1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we talked about it a little bit today in class, is that there's a lot of different parabolas that could go through -1 and 6. There could be skinny ones, there could be fat ones, really short mins and maxes. So we got to find this a value to really get it under control to have an exact answer. To do that, what you may want to view this as, remember f of x is the same as y. So you could write it like this if you really wanted to. And that might help you see that we're going to use this extra point that they gave us. The 1 is the x, the y is the -20. So it's saying, oops, sorry, the -20 is the y. When I plug in an x of 1, the y should spit out -20. So just plop those or substitute those in here. -20 equals, I don't know a, but the x when y is -20 is 1. So there you go. I plugged in my 1 for this x. I plugged in my 1 for this x. And now it's just a little computation. 20 equals a. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 minus 6 is -5. And 2 times the -5 is -10. A. Which is -20. To get a alone, I have to divide by -10. -20 divided by a -10 is 2. So that's what my a equals. So my final equation would be f of x equals 2, my a value, times my two factors x plus 1 and x minus 6. Hope that helped. You can try, we have some other review ones on Moodle. I took this from number 21, so if you want to try it and then watch this,